think the Pats should do in the draft?
Well, you got an opportunity to draft one of the top 3 quarterbacks coming out. I think you got to do it. I really do, especially with a new offensive coordinator in Alex Van Pelt. Somebody's going to come in and run a very friendly system for the quarterback. So why not find this guy, let this guy be your new face of your franchise, and develop and grow your team with a new head coach as well with Jared Mayo?
Yeah, I think they should trade down. I look at this Patriots team. They're so devoid of talent. Like, they have one of the worst rosters that we have in the National Football League. And the one thing I worry about if you're bringing in a young quarterback is the lack of infrastructure. And what I mean by that is the players surrounding this guy. We all know that, a lot of the success as far as these young quarterbacks is the environment, the culture, the personnel that they're surrounded by. And right now, the Patriots are just bereft of talent.
D. Wood, I'm with Coach Rivera on this. If you could get one of those top 3 quarterbacks, let's not overthink it. Mac Jones has not turned out to be an A or even an A-. And when you're in the AFC and you got to compete against Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, on and on and on, you need somebody that can make throws consistently down the field. They can't do that right now. Go get a couple offensive linemen, re-sign Michael Onwenu, maybe go get Tyron Smith on a 1-year deal, but go get the quarterback and build around him.
I would also take a quarterback. I view this as a pretty clear top 3, so I think they'll have their choice of one of those quarterbacks, maybe Jay Daniels, Drake May at pick 3. And then beyond that, while you're always concerned you've got a young quarterback walking into a difficult situation, we looked at Carolina last year, I think there's potential for New England to make a lot of improvements. They have a ton of cap space to make additions in free agency. This is a very deep draft for offensive tackles and wide receivers, the positions that they have the greatest needs at. And Coach Rivera alluded to something that I think is also worth noting, which is the offense they'll be running with Alex Van Pelt, that under center, play action, boot offense. We've seen young quarterbacks have an easier time with coming into the league. So to me, it adds up to a better picture maybe than we've seen that Mac Jones had to go through in New England.
Yeah, I mean, they have over $89 million in cap space. But as far as Mac Jones goes, and to hear Matthew Judon talk about it, maybe we're not seeing him in as favorable a light as some of his teammates do, Coach. Is that a possibility, do you think, a viable one, knowing what you know about the coaching change there, to keep him at quarterback and try to resurrect his career?
It is a fair argument because he hasn't had the same coordinator. For 3 years, he's had somebody different calling the plays for him. There's an opportunity now to have a stable situation where now you have somebody who's going to come in, build an offense, hopefully be there for a long time. It could be worth it. And then if that happens, then, you do trade back. You do find an opportunity to get some more draft capital and build the rest of your team. But it's hard for me not to take that top 3 pick.